And I have returned. Welcome back. For those of you watching the VODs on YouTube, hello! Do all the social stuff, etc., etc. For those of you watching live, time to grab stuff. More of the everything from my mall. In fact, this time I'm gonna grab some of these, because I need a few here. Yeah, 28. I grabbed a few more than that. Things. I want stuffs. Stuffs and things. Do I have sufficient flare stacks? I guess for now. Always gonna have more. More of the everything. Let's grab a thing of boilers. Let's not have that many of the boilers. Yeah, let's not hold on to that many. That seems like a massive waste of resources to have that many. I want that many on the mining drills and specific things. I do want entire chests full, but other things not so much. Not so much. Yes, more power poles. How many big power poles do I have? A few. That should be sufficient for now. I didn't limit that chest or that one either. That should be good for these things. I suppose I should start making the chemical one. Get the same limiter there. And then what about anything else? Now, I always forget on concrete. No, not concrete. It's the glass mixture. What is that machine? It is the powder mixer. So let's go ahead and make that as well. And do have the limit too. Alright, off we go. Pretty sure that's generally what I need. For the moment. Ah! Electrolyzers. I do want to make sure that I am making the level 1 and level 2 electrolyzers. I'm going to need a few of those going forward. Just a few, and just cursory glance. I can see that no, I am not making electrolyzers right now. So, electrolyzers, they are located where again? Here. Electrolyzer 1, electrolyzer 2. Get all the things for that, and then that, and scale up these things. Accordingly. That should be good. I am making steel pipes. It's just, again, with that situation where I have just the one machine making the pipes. Everything limited by pipes. I am really tempted to take some pipe ground with me. Oh. I'm not making stone pipe anywhere. Hey. That would be a good idea. That would be a great idea. How about making some stone pipe? Use the pipe to ground one, because that's going to give me all of the things I need. And I'm going to limit that to like a row and then have everything. Hello, do I happen to know if space exploration is compatible with Angel's Bobs? No, it's not, as far as I'm aware. I'm pretty sure the page for space exploration specifically tells you about the compatibility with Bobs and Angels. Pretty sure it very specifically has that listed as an incompatibility with these. I could be wrong. There could be compatibility now, but as far as I'm aware, space exploration, I think it's compatible with Factorio. Definitely, it was made to work with AAI, sort of almost as a pseudo requirement, but there are aspects of Bob's Angels that space exploration already covers, so you would have issues of there being some repetitive stuff there. It needs a compatibility mod, I think, a separate compatibility mod to work properly. Yeah, they keep Crestorio 2 compatible, but I don't think something like Bob's Angels will ever be fully compatible on there. And that should be stated on the space exploration page. And just as a note, I personally don't like space exploration in its current state. I don't play it. I won't play it. I'm not planning on ever playing it because it does not allow you to completely disable the aspects of the game that I just hate. That is any mechanic that destroys my crap. Any mechanic that destroys or has the capability of destroying the things that I've built and spent time building, I do not enjoy. In the slightest. So, and space exploration does not let me turn said things off. It lists them as requirements, things like robot attrition, the meteor stuff, the whatever coronal mass ejection stuff. Yeah, I personally do not enjoy space exploration. I did not get enough belt. I don't have belt. Hello? I need belt. I guess we're going straight back because I don't have belt. Do I have belt in car? No. Of course not. I need belt. Oh noes. Oh noes. Oh yeah, and it's incompatible with resource spawner overhaul, which is just a complete deal breaker for me. Like, hello? RSO? I need RSO. Oh, and it requires alien biomes to function, and I'm like, no. No. Alien biomes, while it looks pretty, it adds way too many stones to the map, and I don't like the stones getting added to the map. They just flood of infinite stones, infinity stones everywhere. Yes, literal infinity stones everywhere in the across the whole map. Let's just place things that need to be placed. There we go. Ish. Power. Power. More power is always required and a good thing. Resource spawner overhaul is completely incompatible with space exploration. Because space exploration adds a whole bunch of separate surfaces and limits the size of Novice. It constrains the map, and apparently there's some incompatibility there with RSO. It just doesn't like the way in which it constrains the map. But I haven't looked at the code to see why there would be an incompatibility there. And I'm pretty sure space exploration is one mod in particular that arbitrarily adds as incompatible a whole bunch of mods that aren't actually incompatible, but are just listed as incompatible for the mod author's sense of balance to prevent you using wonderful quality of life mods that are totally compatible with it, but they just don't want you using those mods, so they mark them as incompatible. That is, by the way, a sin against coders everywhere. Like, don't mark something as incompatible unless it's actually incompatible. Like, really? Come on. And anyone who does that is just not a good person. Shouldn't be in the business of coding, frankly. You haven't made a single one of these yet? Wow. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. It's coming. I came here for belt. There it is. And there it went. I felt that one coming. So, belt. I need belt. All the way up here. Let's go get some belt. How many undergrounds? I need more underground. Undergrounds! Oh. What? The... What? Stone. I seriously never routed the stone. Oops. Whoopsies. I never routed the stone in. Well, now I have a consistent supply of undergrounds. Oh boy. I need to clear some of this. Get it stored in my car. I need to carry around lots of things at all times. Where did I park? All the way down here. Because of course I did. Let's get the stuff placed in the vehicle so that I can shove in more things. More things, like those things. And those things. And it's all getting converted into... It's all getting converted into piped grounds. Oh boy. Yeah, so in space exploration, not all conflicts, not all mods listed as conflicts are actually conflicts. Like in the, they're just there arbitrarily to prevent you from using quality of life mods that the mod author doesn't want you to use. But they would otherwise be completely compatible if you just remove the line that says that they're incompatible. You can mod it yourself. Yes, mod space exploration by removing a little piece of text in one file to make mods immediately compatible with it that you would otherwise like to use. Ah, yeah, that I just I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't like how it was made. I don't like a lot of the design decisions of it. I just don't like it. Anyway, let's go. I will be grabbing my piped rounds while I'm up here. Yes, that is a power pole. Thank you, vehicle, for showing me where I have a power pole. That's some undergrounds. Gosh, we've spent, like, the entirety of today just getting this sulfuric acid. And now I have to deal with the coke, and then we're done, and then the stream's probably going to be over, but you know what? We're making progress towards getting our individual ore sorting going. Progression! And once I've built this thing out, I'll have a thing that I can just copy and paste. Ideally. I just have to give it resources. I can paste it all down again. Just need the infrastructure for it. The infrastructure will be significantly more... I'll have the ability to make infrastructure faster thanks to building this out and getting the individual ore sorting going for the iron and steel. That's how I should word that, actually. So, all the way up here, we need to deal with this stuff, known as coke. And this is going to start with a wonderful, beautiful thing known as a liquefier making carbon out of coke. I need to deal with 15 per second, because I'm pretty sure it's 1-to-1. I'm pretty sure it is 1-to-1. Yes, it is 1-to-1, and I am processing 15. It is 1-to-1 crushed. It is 1-to-1 crushed. Which means that it is 30 per second I have to deal with. Yes. 30 coke per second that I have to deal with. An entire yellow belt worth. So am I gonna have to do... No. I should be... Am I? I'm not okay. I need to do some balancing. Which means that it would be good if I had a warehouse or something here. Do I not have just regular warehouses? Oops. I've got logistic ones, which will flash at me all the time. Also, my allergies are now taking effect, which makes things more interesting for me. I sound all nasally because of it. Ah, that's just a general chest. Good. No, it's not. It's a storage chest, but whatever. It works. We get to make more sulfuric acid now that all this is moving. That acts as a lane balancer slash belt balancer, whatever you want slash need. This is going to need a little bit of steam. Now, I have the option of doing this out of coke, which would be ideal, because that means that I won't have to deal with the full 30 coke if I'm making 450 steam out of it. And in fact, if I use a higher tiered boiler to do that, well, this boiler consumes 3.6 megawatts of power to make 60 steam per second at this level 2 boiler. And if I use that for this doesn't define what temperature of steam it uses. This can use any temperature of steam, even if it's really hot steam. So I don't have to worry as much. Like, if I produce the, what was it, 450 units of steam through this, just undo, show me, 450. 450 divided by 60 is 7.5. So 7.5 of these use 3.6 megawatts each. So 27 megawatts. A unit of coke is 2.5 megajoules. 2.5 per second would be 2.5 megawatts. So if I need 27 megawatts, if I divide that by 2.5, that is 10.8 coke per second. That would be used to make enough steam to process 30 coke. But then I have 10.8 less coke, which means I need less steam. So this is math time. This is math time. So this is why I have something like this set up. I need 450 steam, or I need to produce 450 steam. I am going to use this boiler. That is not how that works. Excuse me. It produces 60 steam per second. It's not 4 needed, it's 8. Yeah, so hell mod is not good for this. Yeah, hell mod is not good for this. It's somehow thinking you're getting twice as much product out of steam with a boiler too, and you don't. You do not. You get 60 per second. The same as boiler 1. I need water. I got something in my throat. Okay. So, I just need to double this number to be 10.8 and go from there. If I'm processing stuff into monoxide, why are you still telling me I have 30? When you're a linked block. I guess I have to reorder. Like so. This is still telling me I need 5.4, and it shouldn't. Like, I don't think this should be telling me I need 5.4. It should be doing this math. I guess I need the matrix solver somewhere. No, it's just not doing the math for me. Oh well. Oh well. We'll figure it out somehow. Anyway, it needs to be 8. If processing 30. Gib power. Gib water. I should have water on my hotbar. There's water. Not there. There. And then how many doohickeys? 20? Yeah, I don't need 20. Not if I'm doing this. Now, the math could be made a lot simpler if I just used the electric boilers and just not bothered with this. But, hey, I'd rather do this. If it's all getting voided in the end anyway, so I don't particularly care one way or another. This doesn't actually matter which way these face. Not too much anyway. Alright, carbon step. There you go. Okay. All the wonderful pipe. Time for all of the inserters. Output. Input. There we go. Just add the beautiful stuff known as power. Yeah, pie stuff looks great by comparison to a lot of this. It's generally speaking a mix of angels and bobs between two creators for a lot of this stuff, as well as like the artisanal reskins mod and the shiny bobs and shiny angels graphics showing better differences between the mark levels on colorations and all of that. Different icons and things from all this stuff, but yeah, this I do like a lot of these buildings and how these look. I definitely like the size of a lot of these buildings. But overall, the Pie Suite buildings do just inherently look better. Especially a lot of the Pie Alien Life buildings that are the most recent additions to the Pie Suite. They look great, but they're huge. But they're huge. Huge. Ginormous buildings. Then I need a lot more liquefiers. And a lot more purified water. Oh boy. Carbon monoxide. Let's do this. That's, yeah, 20. 40. 60. Sure. I don't need 60 exactly. I do need stone pipe. That would be great. Pipes. More pipes. More. All of them. Every single one of them. We're going to need to do this, this, and this, and this. My spacing is off, obviously. I'm just gonna cut that completely. Oh, and I need inserters. Great. Now, I'm pretty sure that being able to do this to void everything was not inherently intended. I don't think that this was an intentional thing that one could do, but I'm doing it anyway. There we go. Convert steam to purified water directly? I don't think I can do that. Not right now. So, purified water can get made out of steam, but I don't have the cooling tower tech yet. So, in terms of what I could use steam for, like, yeah. I'm just too early in the game to be able to do this cooling tower recipe, because yes, you can clarify the purified water. This recipe does not look like it's limited by the temperature of the steam to do the purified water. So, yeah, lock behind coolant 1. I could pick up coolant 1 and do that instead. I'm going to do that. But I do still like this because this here will be a way of at least getting into the carbon. Oh, and I have multiple carbon too, so let's there's a few things here that's wrong. I'm gonna get rid of all that. Once this tech goes through, I'm also gonna get rid of all of that. I might need carbon monoxide at some point for something. See, this is just me not seeing a tech. Because yes, it is simpler if you can just somehow void steam directly. Because yeah, it's really easy to convert this coke into steam with higher level thingies. And I will be able to see as we go along if these Merc 2 boilers behave as I believe them to behave. So if I were to place down boilers to consume 30 per second, 30 megawatt, 30 items, 30 times 2.5 is 75 megawatts divided by 3.8. That's close to, that is 20. So this would be essentially a standard line of 20. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. with the water on the end. There. That has finished. I can now make cooling towers. I will need to make cooling towers, so if I were to go back into Hell mod here and be like, hey, I don't actually want to do any of that. What I want, actually, is to consume all of that coke. All of the coke. To make a whole bunch of steam. So how am I going to do this? I'm going to do this. I'm going to go steam. Yes, steam. And we're going to do... Wait, what? Why is that factory? What? No. You're being done in this out of the coke. But it doesn't know how much I can do because it's doing... There you go. And then I need how many thingies to deal with that? 25 cooling towers. We can ignore the numbers here slightly. They're not... I don't think that's accurate. And in fact, I'm pretty certain that this is not accurate in terms of the amounts of stuff and things. I need my car. Why am I leaving without my car? I do need to leave because I need to make the cooling towers. Yeah, this isn't accurate in the slightest. It should be 1200 steam. Not even 1200 steam. Yeah, I don't trust this. It's 3.8 megawatts consumed in a boiler too. 3.8 megawatts to make 60 steam. This is not correct. And it's also not 20.84 to consume this. It's 19.73. 684210526316. Because 30 coke is 75. 30 coke per second is 75 megawatts. And if you divide 75 by the 3.8 that a boiler 2 can convert, I've gone way past my stuff. You get 19, not 21, or 20.84. So I don't know where this is, how this is doing its calculations, but it's wrong. It's wrong. Straight up. Wrong. Don't need 25. Probably need 12-ish cooling towers. Gee, I should have picked up this tech a lot sooner. It would have saved so many headaches. But I'm glad I did this way with the carbon and the coke over here, with the carbon into carbon monoxide, etc. I am glad I still did this way because it is still a way to make coke and carbon, to have a source of coke and carbon. Still a good way for that. But if I don't want the coke or carbon, or carbon monoxide, I should be doing the cooling tower thing. Absolutely. Speaking of which, where do they live? There you are. I will need to steal some resources. and steel pipe if I can. No, you're not making steel pipes. Yeah, because of the lack of steel. Or said steel pipes. Hey, steel. Make steel pipes. Hey, steel pipes. Make me stuffs. They're delivering the other things. That's just fine. Here, have things. Make stuff. I do want at least... He's stacked to 10, right? Yep. So, cooling tower. Taking in any degree steam and making purified water out of it. This is able to do 100, so yes, it would be 12. Ideally. Ideally, it would be 12 to process all of the steam. I have 4. Soon to be 5. So much steel. I need to steal some steel. Please prioritize construction of these. That's 7. Here's 8. Number 9 coming in. Number 10 coming in. Need 2 more. 11. And out of steel. Ah, you're stealing my stuffs. Need steel. There. There we go. Last one that I need. Do I have a mod that can increase the requested amount for a requester chest if I click more times on it or something similar? Yes, I do. I do, Ave. It's called Additional Paste Settings. That is the mod that does that for me. And it's set in a very specific way. Stretch! So additional paste settings. Let's see, that is here, per player. Global additive values. If checked, the final value will be additive, and if unchecked, it will be set to the value. So it's this first setting here under additional paste settings per player. Just adds things, adds the recipe amount, adds 1x the recipe amount to the thing. Might want to have that as like 3x, 3x. There we go. Now, the one thing that I've noticed is a little bit wonky is with a single chest getting double requests, it doesn't work so well. Let me find an example here. So this chest needs stone bricks, right? If I click this. So I had started with the request. I can keep clicking and it keeps adding, right? From the this assembly machine. If I shift right click on this assembling machine, and then I left click on here, it's doing nothing. It's not actually adding the gears and the iron plates and the basic circuits to this. It's not adding. Why? I don't know. It should be adding. That it is. I think this is a bug. It is a bug with additional paste settings. It's not letting me paste additional things in from some other request. I don't know why. It just doesn't let you do that. Doesn't let you do it. Don't crash. What's this thing flashing? I am out of space in my chests. Please tell me I'm making them. Please tell me I'm making storage chests. Uh-oh. I'm not making storage chests. How did I run out of storage? Oh boy. There, have more storage. Just a bit more storage. Yeah. Yeah, that's a thing. Can't I make warehouses? Like, seriously, I would love logistic warehouses, but no, it's just regular warehouses right now. I need the storage doohickey. The logistics one. This one. Probably both of these. These should be... Oh, hello. You need that. Why? Why you need that? Ah, you see I'm clicking and it's actually... It's increasing the iron. It increases the iron, it doesn't increase the other unique items. Bleh. For some reason. You're using a copy-paste recipe signals mod. Copies to a combinator. Yeah, I'm looking for the paste settings onto requester chests in particular. I have this mod because of Pyanodon's mods, basically. Because Pi Suite buildings use so many resources, it can overflow the amount of stuff being requested at a time into a single logistic chest, especially a smaller logistic chest. You can end up with just way too much of one single item getting flooded into a chest, and it's rather annoying. By having the additional paste settings mod, you are able to have a bit more control over how much stuff gets requested when doing a recipe request. Ah, ugh. So many bangs and bruises. Can't believe I skinned my my elbows moving stuff up the stairs the other day. Still can't believe it. I missed the last step of the stairs. I like banged my foot on the last step because I didn't realize there was one more step to go, and made me fall forward carrying items in each hand. And in order to stop myself from falling, I braced my elbows against the wall on each side, and it skinned my elbows a little bit. And I was wearing a short sleeve shirt at the time. Yeah, ow. Ow, ouchies. Ouchies. Well, these take recipes. And need the power. And then I need a whole bunch of clarifiers. So clarifiers do 160 per second. And this is 1 to 1, yes? So 1200 divided by 160 is 7.5. Isn't it lovely that I'm carrying around 7? Always gotta be carrying 1 less than you need. And of course I don't have the stuff to make another one either. Yay. But hey, we don't have to build a whole bunch of extra infrastructure making crap everywhere, I would imagine. So I'm just gonna have a look at this and see what this throughput is, just to look. Did I pick up Nixie tubes yet? I did. Am I carrying any with me? No. This is a job for Nixie tubes. You know how I rarely use these things, but this is the exact thing that Nixie tubes are good at showing. Because what I can do is I can take a wire and hook it up to a unit of the belt and stick it onto a combinator. I don't even think I need a combinator, actually. Yes, because I want to multiply it by... It'll tell you the content per frame. I need to multiply the value by 60 to get the amount per second, and then show that value on a Nixie tube. And that shows you what the rate is on a unit of belt. Nixies use a lot of CPU time. I don't care. I'm not playing the Pi Suite right now. It is insignificant. It will be insignificant. I have a really good computer. I don't know if you've noticed, because I play the Pi Suite so much, but my computer is not bad. It can handle stuff, things. Like, I'm pretty sure if I tried to run the game at, like, 10x speed, it can handle that. For now, anyway. So, Nixie tubes? Did I already set up some? No. Okay. Like, I have never had problems with Nixie tubes and performance. There are so many other things that are far worse for performance than you than Nixie tubes are. Speaking of which, where do they live? There they are. I need these. Gimme stuffs. You need iron, sticks, and doohickeys. I have some iron. And the doohickeys. Bebs! Where are my bebs? I need some bebs. BEB bebs. Basic electronic boards. I need a little bit more than 3. Ideally. That's fine. 4! Actually, I need 2. I need a total of 2. And a combinator. Do I have a combinator? Arithmetic? I think so. Do I? Stuff? Things? Yes. I have both. So I've done this before in the Pi Suite, where I proved that the deadlock loaders operating at above, what was it again? 120 per second? Some value of throughput, theoretical throughput. They don't actually output at that throughput by themselves because they are essentially performing a recipe that is tick rate limited. That is how the loaders work for Deadlock's loaders. It's a little weird, but they are basically doing the same thing as performing a recipe to output stuff onto a belt, and it is limited to 1 tick per second. And or one cycle per tick, of which you have 2 items, 1 per lane, being processed. So the most you can get is 60 per lane or 120 per second. I did not actually grab the freaking clarifiers. Back we go. Because I need the clarifier to make sure that I'm getting the full 30. And I'm pretty sure that when I do add this clarifier, I am going to get the full 30 processing. It should, because it looks like I'm pretty close to 30 already. Now, the way that I'm going to do this, it doesn't really work all that well on lower throughput stuff. If there's big gaps in the resources cycling through. Basically, it'll work as long as there's at least one item per second going through. I think, or something along those lines. It needs to be a whole number, ideally. Ideally, a whole number. Okay, grab a clarifier right quick here. It should be right over here somewhere. There you are. Let's grab a few of those. Stick a stack in the car so I don't run out. Or if I do run out and need more, I can just grab it from my car. Where did I park? There. There. Have a stack of clarifiers. I'm always going to call them classifiers. Just by the way. When they're clarifiers. Why? Because there's a building in the Pi Suite called the classifier. It's used for many things. Many things. No, but here we are clarifying and somehow destroying stuff. Destroying fluids in our clarifiers. And I think I like the Pi Suite's option for voiding, which is shove it down a giant hole. Just throw all the junk fluids in a great big hole and be done with it. Okay. Yeah, this looks pretty much like it's doing the full throughput, but I just want that placed. Get a combinator down. It's going to take the input multiplied by 60, outputting whatever signal, and then the Nixies will display that value. Which end does it go on again? The left side, I think. That's not the right signal. The right thingy that goes from there to there, and then there to there. This needs to read belt contents. This should be per tick. Ah, there we go. Pulse, yes. So, 60. But it's flashing. What does that mean? It means that it is every other tick is 60, which it's 30. It's 30. I am getting the full 30 here. This is just because there's a fractional value involved in this. There is a not whole number per second going through the belt every tick. It's reading the amount in each tick. I'm pretty sure this is just, it might just be slow? Continuously as long as the items are on the belt. Huh. Eight. Solid 8. Ah, I just saw it not process fully. Huh. Interesting. What is the reason for that? Probably a pipe limit or something? But, yeah. So anyway, that's Nixie Tubes showing this is moving at the set rate, although it does look like there's a little bit of a delay on occasion. Yeah, you know, it might not quite be enough. Helmod might not be lying. Which would be surprising, honestly. I would not expect that, but it does appear Helmod is not quite lying, at least not on the amount of boilers needed. Ta-da! Uh, Unfortunately, this does mean I need yet another cooling tower. And I'm moving it over here just for, like, throughput stuff. Don't have to worry too much about that. One more cooling tower! Oh boy. And I'll take away the Nixie tube now. That whole setup, it doesn't matter. I mean, we are flowing. And the whole thing's gonna back up as soon as this fills. So, time for a train station as well. Just as a by the way, I'm gonna go down and pick up this cooling tower real quick. And then we can spend the rest of our time setting up the train station, I suppose. What a wonderful day of progress. I did one thing, and that is set up consistent sulfuric acid. Just this thing. Next time will be catalysts, with ideally iron ore sorting and actually getting into steel. That would be great. Pretty sure I am crushing the, yeah. I am crushing the sapphirite and the gibelite already. Got trains for both of those. I just need the catalysts to do the ore sorting into iron ore. I will do the ore sorting into ore. I'll provide the ore onto my train network as iron ore. And I'll do this for all the different ore types. They'll be all provided onto my train network using Train Supply Manager. The ores are going to get processed into ingots, and each of the ingots are going to be provided onto the train network as ingots. Then the ingots will get cast into whatever metals they make, wherever. I don't think I want to do trains of molten stuff. So I will cast what I need to cast out of from ingots, and that's how I'll handle things on that front. Now I am here to pick up stuff, something. Those. Oh hey, that was quick. Thanks. I'll take the full stack. What else do I need? I don't know. Whatever. Off we go! Supplier train stops. I only need the 3. I will need more at some point, so I may as well grab more while I'm here. Hello, stuff. What about regular train stops? Do I have regulars in my vehicle? Alright, we're good. Let me get rid of a few things in my inventory that are taking up a little bit of space that I don't need right now. That should be good enough. Off we go! To set up a train station. Yeah, I find it interesting that it wasn't actually processing quite that full 30. I could tell that by occasional stops on that belt. Wasn't constantly moving. Weird. I would like to know that math and how that works. How mod is able to say that it's 20.84 or 20.835 or whatever the actual math comes out to be. How does mod calculate that? How is it actually? Because clearly my math was off. Not quite as simple as it being, hey, I take 3.8 megawatts. Okay, here we go. Everything is like backed up now because this tank is full. Alright, place that and we should be great. Yeah, there you go. You're moving! Now this is flowing. Full throughput from what I can see. And ideally, the way that this will eventually work as I consume sulfuric acid, this stuff will be shoving in 30, this stuff will be voiding that 30. Just as long as I don't see this ever stop on either lane. Ever. Okay. Still, this is the infrastructure. This is the infrastructure to convert a yellow, not even a yellow, a 15 per second belt of coal into 300 sulfuric acid per second. This is the infrastructure. Yeah. That's a bit of stuff. Kinda big. Yeah, kinda large on the larger side. Definitely something I would expect more of out of the pie suite than this. Do I actually want this to be a line going all the way across? I guess so. A person did send me a link to a set of train blueprints by the same person who made what I'm using here for stations. The thing about that is that what I was linked to for stations is vanilla type stuff, not something for train supply manager, not something that's compatible with that. It relies on vanilla mechanics. It doesn't use loaders. It uses stack inserters, etc., etc. It's not the thing that I was interested in. The thing that I'm interested in is a dedicated on-ramp, off-ramp. Like I would like that. I would like a dedicated on-ramp, off-ramp. I'm thinking about how I'm scaling this over time. Uh. Ugh. 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 I do have a... Yes, I do have a this. Which is more what I actually want. Closer to what I actually want. Yeah, I'm gonna put there with a turn. Actually, this is gonna be a four-way. With one of those circulars. I need more train rail. I think I have rail segments in the car. Where did I leave my vehicle? Way up there. Of course I did. So I don't need those. This is a fluid input station. Yeah, I've got plenty of rail in the car. Let's use what I've got in the car. And realistically speaking, I can just have a big pole there for power if I really need it. I don't actually need it. Actually, I do. I need it for pumps. But I don't need it here. There. There we go. Build the thing. Excellent. You there. You are going to supply me sulfuric acid. And yes, I've seen the message in Discord about getting actual icons of things onto train station names. So, just for those who want to know, so say I want a specific icon, say of sulfuric acid. If I have the thing open, if I shift left click, that gives the recipe names, right? You can just shift click, and then what you can do is you can copy that selection, and you can put these in train station names. Just like that. Now, I think if I had a combinator and I was looking at the signals, I could show the fluids this way. I can get that sulfuric acid icon and that one. Yeah, so if I wanted this sulfuric acid icon, it does not let you shift click to get that icon in this. Why? Why can I not do the thing? Like, I want that icon. I guess, yeah. I guess this is that icon-ish, but it's the recipe icon, not the actual fluid icon. I don't like using these. It's too much work, to be completely honest. You have to go in, you have to find the thing in your inventory, you have to shift click it with the console open and all of that, or you could be like, let's type in code. Fluid equals sulfuric acid. That's not how to properly do that. There's something you can do there, but yeah. You have to like know the name of the entity and put that in and display the icon and all. It's too much work. I'd rather just name it what its name is. So, I need tanks. I have these things called Jax tanks that are fantastic, but only have one port. There are other tanks that exist. I think I have to get them though, make some. What would be a great type of tank for this? I don't know if all corners. I want to see what this one looks like. This storage tank, all corners. Or just the petrochem tanks, because yeah, I don't like that this only has one port on it on the Jax. The Jax is nice, but yeah, the spacing is not. I'm just thinking late game though, so for now this is fine. For now it's just fine having things built. Of course I don't have enough freaking pumps. Of course I don't have enough pumps. Why would I have enough pumps? Why would I ever have enough pumps? Where are pumps? Here. Why would I ever have enough pumps? You get the idea. As we have basically reached the end of the stream for today, I am going to bring down... I can't bring it down there. The sulfuric acid. Somehow. In some way, shape, or form. I will get this sulfuric acid over to my train station. This would use so many fewer pipe segments if I was using upgraded pipes, but whatever. Okay. That'll be fine. I do not have fluid wagons, do I? Nope. How about in my vehicle? Where's my vehicle? Have I thought ahead? Cargo, locomotive. Nope. I have not thought ahead. To the mall we go. I also need a fuel. I should probably at least keep some fuel on hand at all times. In this case, coal, for the moment. I need a consistent source of coke. And a consistent source of carbon. I don't have to do the clean coke process to get coke. It's identical on the output, and you just don't get the byproduct sulfuric acid if you don't clean it. I always considered a statement about the concept of clean coal. Whoops. Anyway. fluid wagons? Did I ever? Did I ever fluid wagon? No. I never fluid wagoned. Okay. That's not nice. Ah, I see. I never fluid wagoned because I don't fluid wagon. I have this fluid wagon. Which needs a tank. This tank. Which needs a small inline tank. Inline? Yes. Very odd, indeed. Shouldn't there be like Angels, Petrochem, that yeah, this. Let's get this. This is a beautiful thing. I would like to have this. This has two different types of fluid wagons. It doesn't really matter, I think. They both are 40k, it's just what they look like. That's the difference. And the locomotive 259 800 versus the other one, which is 300 800. Yeah, I think I want to use this wagon, but for this locomotive with the other wagon. We can pick up the petrochem chain, but I think with that, I'm going to have to end it off here for the day. We have reached the end. We're 5 minutes past the time allotted for us. With that, folks, I would like to thank you all for watching. This has been Otaku Showboat. If you have enjoyed today's stream and video and are watching the VODs on YouTube, please be sure to do all of the social and engagement stuff down below. You can, of course, follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/otakushowboat, as well as support me on Patreon at patreon.com/otakushowboat if you are so inclined and able. It is good to be back with all of this beautiful stuff in Factorio as I continue to recover physically and mentally from my arduous trip to Massachusetts. I will, of course, be back on Sunday with more of this playthrough, and I will be continuing to record Crastorio going forward. I hope to see you all on the next one.